Hello, welcome to episode number 7. Oh, all right, guys. How's everybody doing? If you're hopping on, say hello. Please put a comment in for me, even if it's just a little emoji or something, so I know you came here and watched this. Yeah. And if it resonates, please share and obviously like the video. All those things help, any channel that you watch. And if something resonates with you, yeah, let's do it. Let's help each other with our channels and support one another. So like, comment, share. And this is number 7. This one is exciting. It's powerful. It is gonna just step us forward a little bit more from the last one I did. So I've been very tapped into myself, which, as you guys know, part of the new way is to be tapped into yourself even more so than the things outside of you. And there are so many of us that are getting intuitive knowings. We are getting little pings within ourselves, within our environments, with the people around us. The messages come from all different places, but the knowing, the information, the knowing something is meant for you. It's time to tap into your natural intuition, your natural gifts, your natural knowing, your guidance system that is helping you align to what is meant for you in each moment. And this is a time. I just got some really big information this week coming through me and, validated in other people around me and their own inner knowings and their visions and their path forward. And if you're here, my guess is that you either have or will be soon tapping into this inner knowing and this stream that is within us. But that being said, I wanted to say the top message here to start with is it's a time to be cleaning up ourselves, our energy, these bodies that we're in. It is just a time of cleaning, detoxing, clearing things out. You guys probably know earlier in these podcasts, I did talk about, how I've been detoxing my body since, a lot of us have been changing our diets and trusting our bodies more, recognizing how things affect us in the positive way and a negative way. But yeah, so it's time to not only clean up our energy, but also these bodies, these physical bodies, because we are here to embody and be so much more than we have been. And things are coming online. Knowings are coming in. Our gifts are turning on. We've known, some of us have known about them for years. Some of them it's newer to us, but it's go time, guys. It's time to let's do this. It's now that being said, I do want to say that right now I got this intuitive knowing that the next couple of months, 1 to 3, maybe longer months, is going to be kind of a cocooning and a important time for us to, like I said, be cleaning up our energy, going within ourselves, trusting ourselves more, tapping into our worthiness, our self-love, our paying attention to what we're focusing on and choosing consciously what we focus on. Are we focusing on how things are falling apart in the world outside of us? Is that where our focus is going? And then tapping into the collective fear, the collective control systems. Like, okay, we tend to want to control things because that's part of the old way of programming that we've been living in for a long time. I want to be comfortable. I don't want to be stepping outside and moving into something new. I don't want to do things differently. We tend to want to go back to old habits, old ways of being, especially when things get hard or, when we get pulled back into those lower states of being, usually because what we're focusing on. We're not focusing and clearing the energy within ourselves over and over again. And if we are, wonderful, great. You're on top of it. You're ahead of the game. And I do that a lot, but I still find myself getting pulled out by, things going on in the outside world and the focus. And the other thing is we have to fight these systems. We have to do this. We have to do that. And a lot of us are recognizing that, nope, it's really what's going on with inside of you. And when you clean up yourself, those things outside of you can't come in and affect you or push you off your center as easily. And they will try over and over again, especially as you are tapping into your own power, your own worthiness, your own self-love, your own gifts, your own knowings. As you step more into that and you're clearing yourself and you're opening yourself to be a more purified, clean, clear conduit of source and your stream, divine intelligence, love, light, intelligence. It has many names, source. As you align more with that and step into that more, things expand, things open. Now, yes, they do contract sometimes, and as much as you're opening and expanding, things will come in that try to pull you out of your center. They try to pull you out of your alignment. And this goes back to what the whole podcast is about. The way we move through it. Creative energy awakening. We are meant to be creators. We are meant to lead with our energy. Okay? A lot of people aren't going to know this, aren't going to tap into this. They're waking up to different things. They're still out there focusing on all the distractions and the things that are going on out there. And I'm here to remind us that cleaning up what's going on in here is actually the way to move those energies out of the way of the outside world. It's not about fighting them in a violent way, in a way that is actually negative within ourselves. Like the whole idea of fighting and that energy that it brings up within us, you'll feel how it pulls you out of your center, how you're actually being diverted and pulling yourself. You're being pulled back into the system that you're trying to be a solution, trying to be a conduit and moving things out of the way. It's just so important to pay attention to how things make you feel, because if things are making you feel worse within yourself, most likely you're tapping into an energy that is ready to be cleared out of your fields, out of who you are. They're coming in to try to pull you out, but you're meant to clear them out. Okay, we're cleaning stuff up because the new way is to tap into your own flow, into your own alignment, into your own gifts, your own way of being, where you are so powerful that everything moves out of the way. And you are being that energy that's reorganizing the whole system. When we bring our energy in that manner, we are going to be creating the solutions. I did put SOULtion in the title, which, you know, it's little play on words, but we are meant to be those conduits that align into things that, I mean, most of you that are here know that when you are aligned and you're in the right state of being, the right state of mind, heart, coherence, the most tapped into your own intuitive being, synchronicities happen, things line up, the right things come along right when you need them, and that's what's coming. So the next couple of months, we really want to be focusing on cleaning our energy up, cleaning our bodies up, embodying more of our own power, our own energy. We're able to renew ourselves through self-love. We are parenting ourselves and our inner child for ourselves. Okay, it's time to stop looking outside of you for someone else, something else to be filling it up. Okay, we've done that. We've done that with, you know, all kinds of addictions in our lives. And there's times where you'll slide back into those, but just be conscious, be aware. And the more that you are aware of it, and the more that you're moving through things and recognize them, they move out of the way. Once you can see that energy that's pushing you in an old way of being, you can realign yourself and you can be stronger within yourself. You can be in your own power. And this is the new way. This is what I'm talking about. But I have gotten this like inner pinging, and a lot of you have too. I mean, we've been having dreams. We've been feeling it within ourselves. We've been talking about it in conversations with each other. If you are lucky enough to have a few other people in your life that are really spiritually conscious, that are tapped in like you are, then and if you aren't tapped in yet, that's fine. Just put the intention in there, and you're here to start this, and you're jumping on board. We're going. It's go time. So it's important to notice what you're focusing on. Notice what's coming up within you. Let's clear out the bodies. Let's clear out the energy. Let's recognize it. Let's go out in nature if things are coming in. Notice how the thoughts and the feelings go along together. If they are lowering or making you feel worse, then those energies, pay attention to it. There's something coming in to pull you off your center, because like I said, it's go time. A lot of people are going to be unaware and are going to be moving things, and things are going to just ramp up and be more challenging. There's so much that's going to be going on, and we're meant to be aligned with ourselves and the solutions that are coming in. Like I said in my last podcast, we are going to be the waves of reorganization. We are going to be the leaders of the solutions that are coming in. And how do we do that? We do that by trusting ourselves. Your gifts, your innate knowing, it's all already in there. You are actually lined up in the right place at the right time. So you just have to be aware and paying attention. And when the right moment comes along, the solution comes in. And it might not be something you would normally think of. Might not be anything you would ever think of. So this is also, besides us cleaning ourselves up, we're also opening ourselves up to be receptive. So we need to be in that heart, head coherence of being, basically living through your heart, being compassionate, being loving to everything and everyone else around you. And that may mean pulling back and there may be people moving out of our lives. There may be things that are pulling us down, holding us back. And, our it could be people, it could be jobs, it could be where you live, it could come in really in any form whatsoever. So it's important to not be attached to anything and just be open and receptive. And you're in that space of alignment, being. If something comes in to try to pull you out, let it go. If you're not sure how to do that, go back and watch some of my earlier podcasts, because I explain that more in those, of how we can step into that more. But yeah, we are supposed to be stepping into our power. We're supposed to be leaning into our own knowings, our own power, our own gifts. They're coming on, they're opening up, things are aligning in order for us to move forward in a really powerful way in the next couple of years. So things are going to be changing, and they could be from everything really subtle to huge leaps, depending. Each of us, it works a little bit differently. So it's just important to be open and aware, not be in fear, just be in trust and peace and calm. And if you're in that space of just knowing the right thing will come in at the wrong time. Nope. The right thing will come in at the right time, then you'll be ready. And it's just, I get really excited when I feel into this and I know this, and this information's been coming to me. Like I said, it seems like it comes in like it's almost like breadcrumbs or stepping stones of knowing and integrating this information. And I know that you guys are doing it too. It's really exciting to me. So the other thing I wanted to bring up is to be, renewing yourself, paying attention to how you're moving through things, keep realigning yourself. Intention is so important. So I mentioned last time, those energies come in. Let's go to a tree. Let's intend to send that energy that isn't serving us anymore, put it out into the universe, into this world, into this earth that is coming along with us. Everything is receiving these like upgrades, reorganization, and it's time to be the conduit of moving through it, changing things, intentionally trusting your intuitive knowings about what you should be doing. I talked about putting the energy into the tree and then it goes down into the soil. You will come up with your own knowings, things that are probably connected to who you have been, who you are in other spaces and times. The right pieces of information come in at the right time. If you're open, if you are that receiver. So that's why I'm really harping on that. Also, like I said, the next couple of months is kind of like a prep time. It's time for us to get into our most abundant mindset, way of being, trusting, loving, peace, calm, coming into our heart space. And like I said, renewing it within yourself. You don't need it from anything outside of you. Everything you have is within you. So this is what's most important right now. That being said, there will be the right people aligning to come into your life and to walk this journey with you. And like I said, other people, other situations will be moving out of your life that are not helping you move forward on this path. So I already talked about being the open receiver. Let's clear those ways of being, those energies that have come in for a long time, probably back to your childhood, probably even other lifetimes. It could be ancestral stuff. It doesn't matter what it is, but it's coming in, and it's attempting to keep you small. It's attempting to keep you limited. It's attempting to cut you off from the things that I'm talking about here. So it's important to recognize it, pay attention to it, and figure out, okay, how am I going to move this energy? How am I going to transmute this energy? How am I going to alchemize it into something new? We are alchemizers. Many of us came here to do this, and the more aware of it, the more conscious you are of it, you can come up with your own ways. Like I said, I gave the tree example last time. We all know about grounding into the earth and the energy going down into the earth, and then we get renewed back through the energy that we bring back up from earth, or whatever you're intending, whatever your way of connecting into source is, because it may be completely different for you. That's what I'm talking about. It's time to be open, because these gifts are turning on as things are ramping up, and we are connecting more into our own source energy, our own sovereign power, our own sovereign being, our own authentic connection to what is beyond, and what we're meant to bring through this realm, in this realm, what we're meant to reorganize, what we're meant to clean up, what we're meant to clear. So it's important to pay attention to what's coming up and coming through you, and what is your way of doing it. I already talked about how we are going to be where we're meant to be in the right moment at the right time. In fact, most of us have been for a long time, and currently are. We've just been unconscious of it oftentimes, and sometimes maybe you are conscious of it. So if you are, this is your reminder again. Okay, the last thing I wanted to bring up, I think, wow, I've just been going through this pretty quickly today. So the last thing I wanted to bring up is it's important to be focusing within yourself, but also to be intending things. So if you want more of your own knowings and your own gifts to come in, let's intend that. Let's put it out there and not hold on to anything. We're not attaching to anything. The way is to intend it, but then come back into your peace and your calm. Be grateful for the things in your life, the people, the plants, the animals, the whatever it is that you connect with and brings you joy into your life. Let's connect more into that. The more that you are putting your energy into creative things that you love, that bring you joy, then you're tapping into your most power. You're tapping into your abundant self. And as we do that, we are bringing in this creative energy that is helping us and everything around us reorganize into a new way of being. And the solutions are wanting to come in. They are aligning for us. We just have to be open to them. We have to be receptive. We've been closed down. We've been looking down, with blinders on, not wanting to. We've just been surviving, right? In this place, it's like we go into this survival mode of, how can I get through this? What am I going to do to get through this? And that the time for that is, let's throw that off and be like, yeah, I'm done with that. I'm done with that suffering state. I'm done with just getting by. Now it's time to lead with your energy. Now it's time to step into your power, into your sovereignty, into your knowing, into your being, and trust your way forward, and that things are going to align for you the way they're meant to. So that being said, I was going to say that I think that I'm going to be putting out possibly some meditations, possibly some group meetings. If you want to get in and co-create together, I would love for you to comment and let me know. Or if you're friends with me, reach out wherever we talk to each other. And let me know, because I would love to have you there. I'm going to be leading some meditations, maybe some group meetings, and yeah, really stepping into our power and making the connections that we need to make, because like I said, it's go time. And there's a lot of us that have been spread out all over the world dealing with things, and we don't have to do that alone anymore. I mean, we are becoming aware that there are other people out there that are tapped in like we are. And some of them may be close by, some of them may not. So we can meet up and have group meetings and connect and tap into this energy more together and come up with solutions. So I'm so grateful for you guys. I'm so grateful for this time. And I do want to say, though, I'm not saying that this is all easy and, it's rainbows and butterflies, and that's not what this is about. This is about being done with suffering. This is about how do we want to move through things in a new way, with peace, calm, compassion, grace, mostly for yourself first. And then as you fill up your own cup, then outwards to those around you. We are going to be helping a lot of people as they move through a lot of crap that's coming up. And sometimes you have to pull away from people, and that's okay too. Because like I said, you got to fill up your own cup first. You have to know what's safe, what's not safe for you and your energy. Because as we are these open receivers, we do have to be a little bit discerning with, where do we want to be placing our focus and our energy, and where is it best going to help the collective and others. If people are just stuck in their stories looping, and that's not necessarily where your energy is, other than maybe listening to them, not taking any of it on, not trying to change them, just being there and offering maybe what I find is little seeds of inner knowing that I can share that might spark something that will later make sense to them. A lot of times when you talk to people, you're never going to change other people, right? I mean, how many times have you tried to do that and realized it's just an uphill battle that makes absolutely no sense? You end up drained. Nothing changes. It's about you changing. And then as you change, the energy and the ripples go out there. And then we are doing it, leading the way for other people that will be possibly coming along. We'll see. Like I always hold the hope out there, but you don't want to have any expectations. You don't want to have any attachments. The new way is about just moving through it, calm, love, being. And when you're not, and when you recognize other stuff coming through, time to give myself some self-love, time for me to focus on what's going on with me. Wow, I need to really heal that unworthiness, because you are important. You are powerful. We have all these little voices in our head or whatever that are not necessarily part of you. They're part of the programming. They're part of the distortions. So, yeah. Take some deep breaths. Go back and watch the earlier podcasts and reach out to me. Like, comment, share this if it resonates. And yeah, let's get together. Let's meet. I may be putting some meditations here on YouTube. I may be doing them live in a group. We'll just see what the interest is. And yeah, so excited for what we have to come. And just be gentle with yourself, because it's not necessarily going to be easy. But the next couple months, let's align with that gratitude, that recognizing when the suffering, the control, the fear, the whatever comes in, no longer being attached to things in the material world, even to other people and their ways of being. It's the new way. That's how we're going to move through and lead others with love and compassion, and to move things out of the way that aren't serving anybody anymore. So I love you guys, and I will see you guys on the next one. Mwah.